Welcome to Sunday Morning Quarterback with Jay Stockwell and Bob Frady.
Welcome to Sunday Morning Quarterback. I am Jay Stockwell, and we are in the top 25.
I'm Bob Frady.
I am George Stockwell. Just a great weekend. Great
Let's
weekend.
talk about the top 25 for just a second. Who's number 24?
The Bearcats.
If only there was a way to decide the better team between number 24 and number 25. How would we do that? Oh, I know. Have them play a game.
I think Cincinnati's been playing really well, though. Their quarterback is...
Yeah, they have a much better transcript than us.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they should or should not be ranked ahead. Well, I'm not saying they shouldn't be ranked. I'm saying they should be ranked ahead of the team that beat them.
But what a game. Oh, my God, what a game on Saturday. Young George Stockwell has been indoctrinated in years of close losses.
Oh my God!
Yeah, he didn't have the good years background. He didn't even have.
I've been through the crap. It's been brutal. I've been a Minnesota Timberwolves fan, and we're starting to pull out. But this is something I've never felt before. You know, this is a new experience. Is Nebraska winning the fourth quarter? It is maybe I woke up this morning. Like there were birds chirping. It was just,
birds are chirping every morning that you wake up.
Chirping, smell of bacon. Just such a great day. You know what? I was thinking, why not just commit to Nebraska? Why not just go to the Big Red? Because my blood is red, and I just feel great about Nebraska. It's such a great morning. Maybe the best Sunday morning in history.
Let's not bring up the obvious problem we have right now.
Let's not go crazy. Let's not open a can of worms that we're not ready to open up right now. That said, I'm glad you're excited because during the game, you were a little bit less than excited, but you were much more positive than last week when you had to go walk around for a couple of series.
Yeah.
So it was a talk about, I tell you, this team is so hard to get a read on because you think they're going to run away and then they don't. And then you think they're going to get beat and then they don't. It's like two weasels in a sock. You just don't know who's going to emerge. And gosh darn it, they're 5-1. And I think that
5-1.
The most optimistic projections among us had us at 5-1.
With quality wins. Wins.
And who knows what the rest of the season is going to bring. But at this point, a couple of come from behind victories. I think the last time they came from more than 7 points down on the road was it was Purdue back in 2000. It was like 17 years or something like that.
You want to hear a really crazy stat? Not just a little sneak peek into next week. We have not gotten back-to-back road wins since 2006.
Correct.
Yeah.
2006.
But we're sticking to this week.
And guess who was on the team at that point?
Scott Frost.
Adam Carricker is the senior year.
Yeah, it was Adam Carricker, our buddy.
All knowledge.
So
the thing to me that was amazing, I mean, Dylan Raiola was 20 for 29, 3 interceptions, and two of them were awful, right?
Yeah,
they were all awful.
Yeah, they were all not great. But some of the throws that he made, that throw to Lindenmeyer and that broken play, he threaded the needle several times.
Even on the last drive, second to last play when he threw it to Harburg, he had two plays in that exact same spot where he's thrown it to a tight end. It was just amazing to watch.
Okay, listen.
How can we
that's
it's in without talking about Emmett Johnson?
That was I was just trying to change the subject.
21 is for 100
I have been
yards, 8.4 yards per carry.
Banging this table all season long that he should get the ball 20 times a game. So what did they do in the first quarter? They gave him the ball 9 times. He had 77 yards. How many times in the next quarter and a half? 2 for 4 yards. It's like, feed the guy.
And
feed him.
It's a pattern. We give him a lot in the first, dry second and third quarter when we go pass heavy, and then the fourth quarter we give him the ball again and we win the game. You know, we kind of just want to skip over the second and third quarter and just get off to a good start, have a good end. We play terrible in the middle last 2 games.
I get that you want to keep him fresh. I get it.
Yeah.
But I am super happy because I'm a big Emmett Johnson guy, and pounding the rock is how you win in the Big Ten. And what happened? You pound the rock, you win in the Big Ten.
Exactly.
So his 50-yard run was a beautiful piece of running. Shifty, turns 2-yard losses into 5-yard gains. And also, he's in the orbit of people we know. So that's always kind of fun when he's a local kid made good for our Nebraska team. But congrats to me, Emmett Johnson was the MVP of the game.
Hold on. There's another guy. There's another guy out there called Nyziah Hunter. Oh my God.
He did great. He did great. Did, no doubt. He did great. But if you
he
did great. If you give me a running back who's going to go for 176 yards and pull in 20 yards on a couple of passes, that's my MVP every game. I don't care if the wide receiver scores 10 touchdowns.
Just saying it's broader than that in this game. I mean, and then
not in my opinion. Emmett Johnson was the MVP of the game, in my opinion.
MVP of the game. That one run he had where it was like Amir Abdullah-esque. It was just that.
It's a team win here. You've got Raiola overcoming 3 interceptions.
So you're saying that the
teams. Give me the special teams.
Hold on. What you're saying is that the MVP award should go away. It should never be an MVP because it's always a team game.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this.
I'm telling you, it's an MVP.
It was
MVP. Babe.
I would have to agree. If you have to pick one guy, he's the guy. But I'm just telling you.
Okay, there you go.
Why you
fight me? Stop it. You're actually going to agree with me.
What is most gratifying about this game is the fact that it was the breadth and depth of the performances across the team were extraordinary. Okay.
I will say this about that.
Yeah.
Someone was calling for the backup quarterback after interception number 3.
And he was getting warmed up. He was getting warmed up.
You shall remain nameless.
Was getting warmed up. I'm just telling you, I can't wait for that guy to get on the field.
A heck of a comeback by Raiola. He could have collapsed.
Exactly. You see those 3 interceptions. Without those 3 interceptions, we're blowing out Maryland.
Hey, baby, you're on the podcast. Want to say hello to the podcast?
Hello. Oh my God.
Geez, here we go. Podcast us, interrupt us.
She hung up.
Good.
And
smart.
Look. Raiola had 3 interceptions, but he came back and we had 2 great drives to go 10-0 in the last 21 minutes of the game. That was amazing to watch. The defense stepped up after Malik Washington. Malik Washington's a great quarterback. He's a great quarterback.
Yeah,
very good quarterback. And we just stopped it from getting too out of control. We came back in the 4th quarter. I don't know the last time we did that. Like literally, the last time we did that was I guess Cincinnati.
It was last game.
Yeah,
we had a couple comebacks.
We were ahead. We were ahead in the 4th quarter going in. I think.
Yeah, we were tied
or ahead. Here's the thing. There's 2 things about this game that I really liked. Number one is we don't have to worry about the kicker nearly as much as we used to. And how many times in the last 5 years have we had games lost because of a lack of a good kicker? Right. I know one. We went to Minnesota and had some frosty words with some of the locals because of missed kicks.
Speaking of Minnesota,
hold on. The second thing is that this team showed grit, they showed fight, and they showed character because they came back. I don't think last year this team would have won that game. 5 years ago, this team would have won that game. 10 years ago, this team probably wouldn't have won that game. They showed a toughness and a fight.
This is the first year where we've showed the resilience in win or die moments, and it's starting to be like multiple times. So there's a confidence that Dylan Raiola has, even when he's thrown 3 interceptions and had a somewhat bad game, he's still not out of it. That's what I like about this team. These guys will fight till the very end, and if you get the ball in their hands at the end of the game, there's a better than even chance they're going to win it.
And
go ahead, George.
Oh, another really solid thing I saw. I predicted last week that it was going to be a tough game for the O-line, but I thought our O-line played decent. Like our O-line didn't play terrible. We had a couple sacks, but the run blocking is so good. Emmett Johnson and
one sack,
and that was with 19 seconds left in the second half, so it really didn't mean anything. You know what I mean? But man, that Nyziah Hunter touchdown, those blocks from Pritchett and Justin Evans were just amazing to watch. So
I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say
there's another guy we have not mentioned, Kenneth Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Scholarship after the game.
Kenneth Williams.
He didn't have a scholarship?
He did
No,
not. He was a non-scholarship player. Made this huge return, and the athletic director gave him a scholarship on the spot.
Wow.
How cool is that?
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I think the reason why Maryland has blown 2 games back to back is because they're not in as good a shape as the other teams are in the Big Ten.
Tired.
I know that fitness has been a big emphasis in Nebraska this year. And when you lose in the fourth quarter and you kind of get steamrolled in the fourth quarter, it means you're out of shape. And I think that's showing up. And listen, Nebraska learned that last year, and they put a big emphasis on conditioning. And the conditioning is what counted and what got them over on this game because they couldn't hang for 4 quarters. The team said I don't think they can hang for 4 quarters, and it's because they don't have the conditioning to hang for 4 quarters.
Here's another major factor in this game. On the road in Maryland, there were, some reports said, 5 Nebraska fans for every Maryland fan in the stadium. And so our fans traveled, and Matt Rhule sent the team back out on the field to thank the fans after they got into the locker room, and they all came down and ran by the group. So just a strong showing for the Nebraska faithful in College Park. How cool is that?
Listen, Maryland is really 2 touchdowns away from being 6-0, yet the stadium wasn't even full. I'm like,
it's weird.
What? It's like I saw that at the beginning of the game. Like, stadium's not even full.
Atmosphere is one of the most important things.
It's like you got to fill that place up. You got Nebraska coming to town. Maybe you just don't respect Nebraska that much. You don't think it's that important of a game.
Think about the area. I mean, the Baltimore, Annapolis, Washington triangle. There's so many options, right?
It doesn't matter.
No, it does. For colleges, for pro teams, you got the midshipmen at Navy. I mean, GW.
Yeah, the Baltimore Ravens right there.
Yeah, but you got like 10 million people in the area. I'm like, come on, don't fill up the damn stadium or get a smaller stadium. So it's
hard to do it. It's really not hard to do it.
Yeah.
So so I'm like, you don't deserve to win. You don't even fill up your own stadium.
We haven't addressed the elephant room.
Yes.
What's the elephant, George?
Yeah,
I think Commander's got this one. Commander, go ahead and tell us what the elephant room is.
James Franklin has been fired, and the athletic director at Penn State hired Matt Rhule at Temple. Okay.
And Matt Rhule's a Penn State alum, linebacker walk-on.
Yep. And he was a super friendly with James Franklin because he went in there after the Sandusky crisis, and it was a bad job at that point, and he really stabilized the program and brought it back. I'm shocked that they've walked away from the guy after 6 games, after all he's achieved there.
49. Hey, listen, I'm not shocked when a company walks away from a guy. I've lived that like 4 times. So I didn't get a $49 payment at the end of it, but it's like I got 2 words for that particular rumor. Scott Frost, Nebraska graduate, all-time great coach, comes back, disaster.
Yeah.
You go back, sometimes it's tough to go back home again. It's like maybe after plus you haven't even proven anything in Nebraska yet.
I think Matt is in the most amazing situation he could possibly be in here. George, you had a bit of insight on what happened.
Yeah, so Nebraska just offered, Matt Rhule personally just offered the number 1 running back in the class 2027. We have a top 10 2027 class right now, and we have a great year. Our recruiting class can hopefully step up. Kemon Spell is his name, I believe. Kemon. I don't know how to say it, but it was a Penn State commit. He just decommitted after the game. So I don't know. I think it shows that Matt Rhule wants to build something here. He's clearly shown his love for Nebraska, and I'm really hoping
it's business. His kids are in school here. I mean, he's like walking on water right now. We're in a fantastic position in terms of being able to pay our players because we have 0 debt in the athletic program. This is a place for him to literally become the next Tom Osborne in terms of like, people revering a coach. He could be here for another 20 years if he wanted to.
Yeah, although the insecurity of the Nebraska fans sort of strikes me as, oh, he's going to leave. It's like, why? Why is he going to leave?
Tony White left.
Yeah, Tony White left for a lateral move because he wasn't going to be head coach. And look how well he's doing down at FSU.
He's doing great.
It's like, you think that some of those guys wouldn't want to like have a redo on that decision to go down to FSU? It's like, come on, the 3-3-5 is a trick defense.
The grass is not.
It works for a while.
It's not always greener, no question about it.
Yeah,
if this happens, we back up the truck to Kirk Signetti and bring him to Nebraska. And
let's not even go there. No,
there.
Don't even think it's not going to go there. Because here's the deal: Penn State will be the new Wisconsin over the next 5 years.
Yeah.
And Frank, it's like, hey, look at Wisconsin. Everybody's like, Wisconsin. We got Luke Fickell, great new coach. Worst team in the Big Ten right now.
Terrible.
And no hope of getting better. He's the next guy to get fired. And it's like Penn State, you have a big stadium. You have a lot of alumni. You probably have some money in there. But if you supported the pedos forever, so it kind of serves you right that you're finally sucking wind. And who wants this job? Who wants it?
Whoa! Wow!
I got no love for Penn State.
I hate Penn State. We hate Penn State on this podcast.
I don't hate. Listen, hate is not a word that I like to use. I don't like hate.
I
just have a very active dislike.
Penn State is what it is.
It's like it's the revenge of Sandusky. It's like this is just good. Screw you, Penn State. So you're going to be in the toilet for the next couple of years. All of your good prospects are going to go unless you get some kind of rock star hire, and there aren't that many out there right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, good. Welcome to Wisconsin.
I mean, even Dan Lanning, the darling of Big Ten coaches right now, just took it on the chin from Kirk Signetti at home.
Yeah.
Oh my God, some great games. UCLA is looking scarier and scarier.
How about Jerry Neuheisel?
Jerry Neuheisel is a baller.
Wow. Well, you want to talk about the value of coaching? I got four words for you. UCLA. Well, 4 letters. It's like, that's the value of coaching right there. Because everybody left. Everybody bailed. But some of the coaches stayed, put the joy back into the game for the kids, opened up a can on Penn State, and did it again last week. It's like, Michigan State. It's like,
and how about our friends? So all of a sudden, the California swing in our schedule, SC and UCLA back to back, and then we go to Penn State. I mean, it's so different now, right? It looks so different now than it did.
USC just boat raced Michigan.
Yeah,
I was really surprised.
All they did was hang the ball off. It was running, right?
Michigan could not get to the quarterback. Maivia had a good game. They've got really great receivers. They lost to Illinois, which was kind of shocking, but maybe it's a travel thing. We'll see when they have to travel some more. But
when USC plays us, it's going to be a blackout for the first time ever, which is going to be interesting. Definitely.
So the other team, I stayed up late Friday to watch Washington play Rutgers, and holy cow, Washington lit them up. Now I can't talk about Rutgers. I haven't watched them enough to know anything. But Demond Williams Jr. threw for 400 yards and ran for 136, 538 yards of offense from the QB. Running quarterbacks are bad news for Nebraska. But it's like, holy cow! And they lost. Who did they lose to? Who did Washington lose to? They lost to Ohio State 24-6, and Ohio State's just an order of magnitude better than anybody in the country right now.
No. You know what? I'm gonna go out and say this right now. The number 1 team in the country, in my opinion, is easily Indiana. Kirk Signetti is the next Nick Saban. They are a great team. Think about it. Last year they had a cupcake schedule, but they didn't play. They went 10-2 for the first time in program history under this coach that nobody knew, and now they're beating Oregon. They're blowing out Illinois. They are the best team in the country, and they would beat Ohio State 100%.
I don't think so. Well, let me ask you a different question. Who has Oregon beaten? Here's who they've beaten so far: Montana State, Oklahoma State, Northwestern, Oregon State, who just fired their coach, Penn State, who just fired their coach, and Indiana. They haven't beaten anybody.
You could say the same about Ohio State. They beat Texas, who isn't a great team.
Yep. Well, Texas came back and had their revenge.
They did.
That's for sure.
Was Mateer playing? Was John Mateer playing?
They beat Washington pretty handily. They boat raced Minnesota, and they beat Illinois. It's like I don't see and they're I'm glad they're on our schedule this year. That'd be a fun game maybe for next year. But that was it's Ohio State and everybody else, and all the SEC teams are kind of jokey right now. They're like they're so soft.
It's just really spread out. I think the SEC's good.
I think that, you know what? They're not as good as their own press clippings. They don't play anybody outside of their conference. You know, it's weak. You know, you look at Ole Miss barely squeaks by Washington State.
That was brutal.
And it was like, you got lucky that you won that game. Never mind dominating that game. So it's like the SEC to me is just a paper tiger. So, you know, proved it last year when they got run over in the playoff. And same thing will happen this year.
Well, we've kind of gone around the league, right? So we've covered that, right, guys?
Have we gotten all the games in there? Let's see. Who haven't we covered? Northwestern.
Yeah, I mean,
like, still.
That
Northwestern.
Look, Northwestern, the thing is, their track record before the game isn't great. It's not great. So it just says a lot about Penn State. It really does. It says more about Penn State than it does Northwestern, because Northwestern, they get killed by Tulane. They struggled against Louisiana Monroe, who lost to Alabama 70-0. So it just says a lot about Penn State, and it sucks to see, because James Franklin took that team out of the dirt for 10 years. You know what I mean? So,
by the way, when I say the SEC is soft, I don't mean that the Big Ten is that much harder. You know, the Big Ten has one great team right now, possibly two. And we're going to find out later in the season when they face each other.
You may play each other regular season?
I think in 2 or 3 weeks they play each other.
And
it's like, then you're going to find out who the best team in the country is. Everybody else fighting for second place.
Agreed.
So it's crazy though. And then Minnesota was dragging ass against Purdue the whole game, and scored 14 points in the fourth quarter to win, one on a turnover and then one on a touchdown.
Which brings me to the next topic.
Yes. What's the next topic?
We have a game on Friday, and we're going to do a prediction pod on that, but we have not beaten Minnesota in how many years, George?
I don't know the amount of years, but 6 times in a row we've lost the Gophers. So this is a really big game.
Yeah.
Really, really big game.
It will be full of red, because, you know, a lot of Nebraska fans will travel for that game.
With it, I think your stat might be wrong. I don't know if we've lost 6 times in a row.
5 or 6. No, search it up. 5 or 6. It's 5 or 6. So I think it's 6. But no, I mean, the thing about Minnesota, I think we're clearly the better team statistically, skill wise. I think we're better in almost every single facet of the game.
We'll talk about that later. But okay,
yeah,
I do have one negative thing that I want to observe. All right, Mr. ChatGPT, we can hear your hand fingers slamming on the keyboard right now. So it's like, put it on your lap or something. I think that the 3-3-5 time has come to end for Nebraska. Nebraska's soft up the middle. You got to put another big body in the front. You got to go 4-3-4, 4-2-5, but that 3-3-4, it's done. And the 3-3-5, excuse me. And the architect of it is gone. So, you know, if they don't correct the weakness in the internal line and the pressure that they haven't been able to generate against good teams, then it's going to be a long end of the season. So, listen, these coaches know that. They know it. So, at the end of the game, what do we see? A lot was 4-man lines. So, you know, you call it a 3-3-5 with one of the threes having his hand in the dirt, but it's. I think we're going to see less of that over time, especially when we get to the more mobile quarterbacks, because you just can't. It's not a good defense, as Florida State's proving.
Yeah,
it's a trick. It's a trick defense, and people are onto the trick.
Yeah, let's get ready for a big week though next week. Top 25, cracking the top 25. This is a big.
Hold
game.
on a second. Let's not worry about next week. Let's do this. Let's revel in the fact that at the end of the game, we were not upset. We were not yelling. We were crying shouts of joy. Shouts of joy.
We were yelling because
there's guys, we're in the top 25 for the first time in several years.
now we were in the top 25 last year.
Yeah. And
After we beat Colorado, we were top 25 for 2 weeks.
yeah.
Okay.
So it is great to be 5-1. This is, I think, exactly where I thought we would be at this point. Now, getting there has been a little bit more of a circus ride than I had expected and will inform future decisions. But what a great win for the team. Congratulations to Coach. Congratulations to the players. I'm sure they've had a wonderful time back on campus. And more power to them. They fought hard. They played well. They made the fans happy.
Minnesota has won 7 of the last 10 outings. So, Bob Frady, you land at what time on Friday morning?
6 a.m.
All right. So,
It's gonna be a long day, Uncle Bob.
I don't know about that. I don't know about the. We'll talk about that later when the time comes. But for
14
right
tickets,
now,
Uncle Pat's coming up. It's going to be
That's-
special.
for right now, the Big Red are 5-1. It's a beautiful thing. It's October, so it's still early. Long way to go. A lot of challenges, but forget about that for right now. Stop thinking about the future. Stop dreaming about your future 6, 12, 14 weeks from now. Focus on today. Win today. And how do we win today? We just say, man, that was a good win. That was a good win. Let's go Big Red. That's how we win today. We got nothing to worry about until Friday. So
All right,
let's
Mr.
win today.
One more thing. Emmett Johnson for Heisman. Yeah. Yeah.
Emmett Johnson, we're super happy for him. Been pounding the table for weeks. More Emmett Johnson. Might you wear him out because he's not the biggest guy in the world? Yeah, you might. But guess what? I'd rather win the game in the third quarter than win the game with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So for this week's podcast, are we ready, Jay Stockwell?
Not yet. We're going to see how many yards Emmett. He has 474 yards on 84 carries.
Yeah, what's that? What's that,
Receiving-
7 yards of carry?
Yeah. 110 receiving yards on 22 receptions. All-purpose yards, 584. Yeah. So that's the 20.
You know what? If you want to be impressed by Emmett Johnson, just go back and look at Mike Rozier's stats, and you won't be impressed by anybody because Mike Rozier would be like 20 carries. That's halftime for me, So listen. You can't compare eras very as well, but it's great. It's great. Mike Rozier is still the gold standard.
Wow. Best single season, 1983, 2,148 yards, 20 touchdowns.
How many carries?
It does not say that.
Yeah.
Probably over like.
Mike Rozier was an animal. And he's a nice guy. So, all right.
All right, Bob,
You
you're the man. Take us out, brother. All right, hold on. I just got him. Rushing attempts for 1983, 275, 7.81 yards per carry.
So that's 23 carries a game.
So our guy Emmett was well above that. He was in the 8s.
Yeah.
And so.
All right.
Go Big Red! Go Big Red!
Till next time.